This is now the window of opportunity to plant. We have the rain, and everything happens with the seasons. So we've got a short window of opportunity, maybe 3 weeks, I guess, to put in plants that we've grown for years and some other things that have grown. It's complicated. Uh, so you're a supporter of the project. You're one of the few. And what are you really paying for? Well, why are you paying for it? Well, those are your problems. But we got this window of opportunity to put plants in the ground. And we're trying to turn a part of reality into a place that isn't just monoculture, that isn't going to get deforested for monoculture. And I'm surrounded by monoculture advancing upon me. And some of it has some tricky things. Hey! That I can't talk about. You can look it up. I live in the state of Michoacan, Mexico. So look that shit up. Hi, honey. Oh, you're so cutie. Oh, yeah. Good baby. Okay, guys, I'm talking. Holy shit, they're all here. Including that dog, which is not even my dog. That dog. Whatever, it's a nice dog. That's a new dog. It's a little hard to video because it's very fast. Oh, I love the wind. Okay, dogs, go away. Except the little dog I like. The little dog has been just great for me mentally. Ugh. This is all an interruption of my train of thought. And I'm trying to cook myself food so that I can be, a functional person. Fucking motherfucker. Ah. Okay. So, I think my point was, well, I'm just trying to get some food here ultimately. Okay, that's probably fucking fine. The little dog has been great for my mental health. She's so extremely smart for such a tiny being, and she learns so fast. It's awesome. But about the planting, which I think was probably what I was talking about, is that there's this window of opportunity for planting things right now because I don't irrigate. I'm not making an agricultural system based on sucking water out of aquifers, and I'm not stealing water from rivers. I'm planting when the time is to plant, and that is now, right now. And I've done the prep work. I've got plants ready to go in the ground. Some of them are important, some of them aren't. This little tiny forest behind me has nut trees in it. You know, nut trees are a long-term investment. Now, I've often seen this nut tree out here. It's right there somewhere. And then looking through it with my friend, my associate, who needs to get paid so his family can go to school, his kids can go to school, you know. Anyway, looking through it, there's things we've done over the years of investment that are going to pay off for this piece of land. And the whole goal is to make this piece of land be more valuable than a piece of monoculture. It's more valuable than just fucking be all cut down for monoculture, which is exactly what I'm on the edge of. I am on the edge of deforestation. It's all below me, below, on the hill below me. You know, there's slope, you know. Everything's just getting killed, murdered, all of it. And above me, it isn't yet. And so if I can show that there's other value to dealing with things other than that, then I will have won in some sense. And if you're a supporter of what I do, then you will have won as well. And if the principles that I can put into practice here, if I can write up why it makes sense to do things in this way rather than a different way, then a whole bunch of other people will win as well. And the wins expand from there. The destruction of land causes migrations of people. It causes people to lose their land. It causes erosion. It causes deforestation. That means that people don't have the water that they could have lived on where they're at. And that's what I fight for. Somebody did give me a bottle of brandy today. A bottle of brandy. Sorry if I'm slurring. But fuck it all. Seriously, fuck it all. The world is fucking itself hardcore, and we're all gonna die. And I'm just doing this tiny bit of thing I can do in one place in a fairly sophisticated way, actually. I know what I'm doing. I think about every species of plants that are here. I think about where they're at and sculpting land. And I haven't done the perfect job of describing what I'm doing because I'm, you know, in my first lifetime, I guess. But we are going to turn this place into a fucking desert if we don't change how we do things. And that is true in most places in the world. That's true in California. People know about California. They've heard of California. Well, California is going to be a fucking desert unless you change shit. Figure it out. And I guess I should be nice about it. Like, why do I care? Why should I be mean to dumbass Californians who destroy their entire land? I should just say, oh, maybe you should change things. Oh, I should be nice and polite. No, fuck you, motherfuckers. And fuck you, everybody else in the entire world that destroys places. And that's not something new, okay? And it doesn't matter your skin color, all right? People have destroyed places before. Tigris and Euphrates used to be nice places. They're not now. The Mayans fucked up for a while. Luckily, the land was stronger than them, but they fucked up. Everybody fucks up. And so don't try and turn into some political racist bullshit. you know, there are cultures that have learned how to sculpt land well. God damn, I'm cooking right now and I forget about it. Hello there. Hi, this is Blackface Dog. Hi, Blackface Dog. Hi. This dog is not even approved to be here, but he's a nice person, so whatever. So, whatever political bullshit you want to lay on it. Oh, I did turn the stove off. Moderately intelligent. That's great. What we have to do is together figure out how we can grow food in a different way, because fossil fuel agriculture is not going to work out. It's an unsustainable system. And I'm working very hard on figuring out how to do that. So I'll try and publish better, document better, be a better scientist. But to be honest, it's not that tricky. Don't fuck shit up! Always be nice. I should always speak nice, right? Even to people who are fucking shit up. Hi, Blackface Dog, what are you doing here? Hi, yeah, you're a very nice dog. This dog is not my dog. Okay, go away, go away. There were civilizations that figured out how to live sustainably with the land, and there were ones that didn't. And most of them, the vast majority of civilizations, did not figure out how to live sustainably. They lived on the riches of the land and then they died. And a lot of those civilizations had to, for a variety of reasons, take over other civilizations or kill them. There's theories that the Vikings weren't, total assholes or anything. They didn't go invade people for fun, but that they had a ecological problem, and that caused them to go seek out resources elsewhere, and they weren't always nice about it, potentially. And well, I don't want to get too hung up on them, but that was one case. But the cases are like thousands of cases. And there was nobody that was good. There was no magic indigenous people who were so sweet and wonderful with the land. There could be some. I'd love to hear about them. That'd be really nice, cute thing to hear about. But mainly history is about conquest, slavery, and rape. And so if you want to blame people with my skin color for that, go right ahead. But you're going to fall on deaf ears because you haven't read history and your eyes are blind to read. I live in Mesoamerica, right? And this is a place that is covered in blood. Absolutely covered in blood. Empire after empire rose and fell. And it's a great place. I chose it. Of all the places in the world I could have lived, it's the best place I chose. And it's due to climate, and There's a bunch of reasons, and I've answered that before. I love living here. And what I want to do is work to make sure that the people here do what they're not doing now, and that is that they use resources well and that they restore, uh, that they that their human impact on the environment is positive, not negative. And right now it's negative. I mean, we're killing the lake. Increasingly, it's already pretty suffering. That, well, it's too complex. And I have some food. I'm very hungry right now. And so, good luck to you, wherever you are, because all around the world, the same challenges exist. This is not specific to me. This is true in China. This is true in India. Those folks have serious problems because they have such a high population density that their land is under great stress. Africa has options. Of course, Africa is about to be owned by China, so that's a different issue, I guess. Um, People in Europe need to redesign their entire society to be sustainable. That's also true in the United States. Um, yeah, it's just too complicated. I mean, the short answer is F, pause, U, so I don't get too censored. Because you're doing it to yourself. Do you care about your grandchildren at all? Apparently not. Or you just don't have the awareness. But the things I'm telling you should help you get some awareness that there are different ways we could deal with land and our own consumption that could provide a positive future for people who come after you. We don't have to be selfish, total assholes. But, that's what people are. I have no faith in you. I've lost faith in humanity. You. I have no faith that you're going to do shit about anything. You're going to kill and you're going to die. Prove me wrong, please, please. I mean, give me some. I mean, before I die, I'm going to die, of course. Everybody dies. So, that's not that big a deal. But you could do things that would make things better rather than worse. And I hope you do. Anyway, I write a lot about that kind of stuff. I think about a lot of that stuff. I'm not important. I have no book to sell. All of my information and thoughts are free. I have no personal interest in giving a shit about economic benefit from what I say. I'm not a spiritual teacher. I have no reason to lie to you. But I'm telling you that the way you're living is probably fucking shit up. And that if you pretend to give a shit, if you pretend to care, if you have a religion, then I'm telling you, your God is disappointed in you unless you have a very evil God. And most people think their God is good, right? God, I'm hungry. Well, anyway, I'm having a great time. Things are going great for me. The rains have come. We're putting plants in the ground. I have a puppy I'm taking care of, which is just great. I, I like taking care of a puppy, you know. Where's the puppy? I don't know, but I bet it's fine. It's getting smarter every day. It's a very young puppy and it's just adjusting extremely well. So I'm disappointed mostly in people, including people I know well. And that's the most disappointing thing. I tend to think that no one's going to care until things start to fail heavily. And my concern is that things will fail so fast that they won't be able to fix anything because they're already in such a failure state. And this, is related like climate change and stuff like that. But it's not just climate change. Um, I think that's one factor. But it's, soil degradation, the destruction of the oceans, which has been going on forever, um, destruction of waterways, and uh, pretty much destruction of everything. So I know that it's popular to try and focus on one thing, but the overall problem is how we're living in civilization. And civilization has to fall. Civilization will be falling. That's not a question. It will be falling, and it's how fast, in what ways, in what parts, and then what is our response to that? And is there a possibility of us creating a civilization or something? I don't know if the word civilization is the right one, but creating a way of relating to the world that isn't destroying it. Can humans, can we, I hate to include myself in the category humans, but I'm definitely included, of course. Uh, can we can we find a way to relate to all the rest of the natural world, the waterways and the forests and the jungles, the birds? You can hear birds in the background, right? Can we do that in a way that allows there to be a human civilization that we might enjoy? Because I think we could. That's my only optimistic view. That I don't think we have to lose everything we've gained. I think we could retain human knowledge, and I think we could retain science and art, and I think we could have humans that were, in a way, superhuman. That sounds a little ridiculous, but fully fulfilled humans that have all the knowledge that we've ever accumulated available to them, and we could have children that grow up and that we're in this magical state. This is totally hippie delusional shit. But I think that's the world I want to see. I don't want to hear about wars happening for dumbass reasons because somebody's more coercive than the other and they're better able at stealing and buying arms, and that we have fake famines made up by governmental organizations. I don't think that's a requirement of our future. But everything you're working for is supporting that. That very bad future. I'm no expert on everything, but I'm a pretty good expert on removing myself as much as I can from that system and trying to make a tiny example of surviving in a different option. And I hope it's inspiring. I hope I can keep surviving. I don't know if I can. I'm at the end, you know. Um, oh, by the way, you shouldn't just throw rotten food around because it makes flies happen. That's why I have flies here. So there's a lot of details about like how we should live and how we shouldn't live, and I've been experimenting with that in this space for quite some time actually, and I have great solutions. You can look into them if you want, like not shitting in clean water and stuff like that. We could live in a paradise. We really could. I believe that completely. And I'm doing everything I can every day to try. Also, just trying to survive and, not go too insane. Right now, my tiny puppy is making me happy. And you got to look for pleasantness where you can and a reason to live. I don't have kids. People live for their kids. That's actually a dangerous thing, too. Because if you have kids and you look after your kids and you want the best for your kids, then you're going to have a temptation to attach yourself to an oppressive structure that will support those children. That's extremely dangerous. You'll attach to some religion or governmental structure, political philosophy, and you're right. That is the best thing for your kids to do. And whatever you attach yourself to will be the structure that supports your people and will oppress the other people because that's how things work. Religions don't bring people together for the world, they bring people together for their people. And then that philosophy oppresses the other people. And that's true for other structures as well. Organizations are like that. But we're in a worldwide society, and we're all going to lose the way we're playing. Everybody's going to lose. You can't kill the ocean and win. And we're killing the ocean. Well, those are scary thoughts. I hear thunder in the distance, and I'm still hungry. And I gotta go find my puppy. What's great is that, raising a puppy, uh, she's doing so great right now. Her name is Frida. And she's been doing awesome at taking care of herself Oh, she was sitting right under my chair. Hi, Frida. Frida, how you doing? Hi. Hey there. You want anything? I think she's a little cold. And she's pretty focused on me right now because I'm her god, apparently. But anyway, adios. Good luck. I got obligations here. She's one of them. And I got another obligation, which is my stomach. You have obligations, and you got, family obligations and your stomach. You have reasons that you do things the way you do, don't you? And you got reasons why you don't change how you do things. I would recommend you change how you do things, or your society is going to fall. Your civilization is going to fall anyway, but your part of it could fall less. So even though I think, about how I do things here, and I'm, a person who's made some hardcore choices, I care about all the people around here because when shit hits the fan, it doesn't matter if I have solar panels and if I have food stored and all that. If my neighbors are hungry, if my neighbors don't have sustainable agriculture and food sovereignty, then it doesn't matter. For your own survival, you got to take care of everybody around you. And that means the towns around you, your neighbors, your religion, if you're really into that, but really that's not the best option. And whatever it is, your community, okay? But really think about your whole region. Like, how can you make your whole region be food sustainable and water sustainable? Water, if you don't think about water, you're not thinking at all. I mean, right now, and this is, I'm recording this in 2021. And if you don't understand that we have water problems in 2021 and that there are bigger ways in which we can solve these problems, then you're just not thinking. And then fuck you. Your children will die. And I guess it was a waste of time talking to you. That's not very polite. Sorry. But it's true. This lake out here I'm looking at's dying. All the waterways are dying all around the world. And you can figure out why that is. Please do. Goodbye.